Just when we thought we'd seen it all in Times Square, 30,000 honeybees decide to swarm a ledge 17 stories up.
If you just look to the right, you could go straight down Broadway, and there's just the heart of Times Square right there.
It happened Tuesday at 1 Times Square. You know, where the New Year's Eve ball drop goes down. And that man perched on the ledge with a hose is Andrew Cote, a fourth-generation beekeeper.
I had the harness very secure, and I used a low-suction vacuum that is used specifically to pick up honeybees.
But the bees, at least one, didn't go without a fight.
I only got stung once, and I was only stung because I had lent my gloves to my young assistant.
That young assistant, Augustine Lodice. He's the one dressed up with no shame in his bee game, helping to sell, what else? Honey.
People on the other side of the street in the buildings were also looking at us, and it was just awe-inspiring.
Believe it or not, this isn't the highest Cote's gone to get to a swarm. 19 stories is the record. This one took about 30 minutes, and once the bees were secured, they moved them to a dwindling hive Cote oversees at Bryant Park. This isn't the first time we've seen this here in New York City. In fact, this is the third time we've seen one this month. Bees covered a van in Midtown on June 2nd. And 2 weeks ago, they swarmed this building on Broad Street. Cote says it's to be expected because it's swarm season.
Fewer than usual, but we've still had many.
But where did the bees at the crossroads of the world come from? He says a hotel rooftop hive across the street.
So this queen left the hotel, she checked out, she took about a third of the bees with her, maybe half, and she was looking for better accommodations.
Bee humor. But why did they really leave?
They're either overpopulated in the hive they're in, or they don't have good ventilation.
And though it looks threatening, they say this super swarm isn't interested in humans, just a place to stay. Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
And believe it or not, bee swarm season, there actually is one, starts on Memorial Day and ends the 4th of July. Cote says swarms usually have between 15 to 20,000 bees, so this one was rather large.